Back with another classic from the 60s, 1968 Impala SS convertible. This thing is beautiful, so stay tuned. Go ahead and take you all around her and get her on the rack and get her on the test drive. Let's get into it. So as I said, you got 1968 Impala, true super sport. Beautiful car. It is badged as a 427, but it's really got a 396 in it. Not sure about the exact story behind it, but this 396 was built very nicely. Like I said, she runs. So keep moving. You see she's got new paint. This white shows beautiful on this car. It basically allows you to see all the body lines, all the creases, and the white shows beautiful with the black interior. And I like the black body line down the side too. Nothing to really point out on the body, because again, the body is very, very good. No dents or anything like that. Of course, a lot of that probably would have been taken care of when the car was painted. But looking down the side, she appears to be pretty straight. No big dents or anything to point out. Looking at the trunk itself, that's where you can really see, again, how new the paint is. The white is extremely vibrant. Beautiful car. Bumper looks nice and good. The chrome shows solid. I'm not seeing any flaking, any rust, any dents or anything like that. And then of course you got the white underneath. Checking out the driver's side. Again, she appears to be pretty straight. I don't have any dents or anything to point out yet. You got brand new raised white leather tires at all four corners. This is something different. Normally we leave all the back windows down just to kind of get a good view of what the car looks like, but I really like how they did this this frosted glass with the Impala SS on it. I think it's different and it looks pretty cool. All the chrome looks good on the car too. Mirrors look solid, not seeing any type of rust. All the trim is on the car where it's supposed to be, as well as the emblems. And again, the chrome around the windshield looks good, and the windshield itself too. We don't have any cracks, any rock chips or anything like that. We do have a cowl hood, and it's a steel hood as well. Actually, when I pop that, I'm gonna check to see if it's a steel hood. Front of the car looks great. All the chrome is exactly where it's supposed to be. I'm not seeing any dents, any rust or anything. Let me go ahead and pop the hood. I'll get the keys afterwards. Yeah. Very clean underneath. Actually, that's what it is. It's a steel hood with a fiberglass cowl, the cowl added on. That's exactly what it is. So it's a steel hood with the fiberglass cowl on it. Looks good though. It did good job with the body work. Underneath, got power brakes, power steering. Again, AC is fresh and charged. You got the big block, the 396. Clean underneath. No issues here. I was wondering why it was sounding different when I was at different spots, but like I said, they did a good job though with the body work. Grab the keys. We'll get to the interior after the trunk. That's kind of like my favorite part. All right, popping the trunk. She's super clean. It does have a parade boot, but I'm be honest, we didn't like it because it's super stained from all the oxidation, probably from even smoking, but I'm not sure. But we didn't like it. Still included with the car, so that's why we didn't put it on. Underneath is super clean. You'll see in the video later once we go underneath it, and it's got these blue mats. The car is white and black, so of course we weren't going to put those in there, but we weren't going to take them away from the buyer either. And we got our spare tire. So clean trunk. Let's get to the interior. So like I said, I love this this interior. I think the two-tone really sits right. Checking out the rear seat first. Leather is good. We have no cracks, nothing there to hide. Manual windows, and like I said, I like the frosted look myself. Carpet is clean. We got black mats put down. Checking out the jams. You can see the jams have the original paint there. No issues though, not hiding any rust or anything. Door panel looks nice and solid. We don't have any warping, anything falling off. Looks to be all OG. Driver's seat is good. No rips at the seams, no tears, no burn holes or anything like that. And again, the black Impala carpets. Horseshoe shifter. Console looks good. Of course, the gauges themselves. Mileage reads 17,155. And the dash is excellent condition. No splits at the seams, no rips. Let me go ahead and get over to the passenger side. Alright. Passenger seat, excellent condition as well. No rips, no tears. Carpet looks beautiful over here. And like I said, the dash looks very nice. Passenger door panel, no rips, no tears, no warping of any kind. That's how I love this interior. I think it goes perfect with this car. Give me a moment, I'll go ahead and get the Alright, y'all, we go ahead and do the test drive in the 68 Impala. Of course, you can see she fires right up. That 396 sounds great. Left turn signal, right turn signal, horn. I can see the lights on, reflecting in front of me in the car. Oh, the dash is on. I can see the lights in the dash. Let's see what else. AC blows. We already checked all of that. Nice and clean. Oh, radio works. Nice. I'm gonna check to see if this lighter works. Right now I'm reading battery voltage, I'm reading oil pressure. We'll see if the temperature comes up. Everything else is manual, so nothing to check there. Fuel reads half. We'll see how these gauges go after a while. And I want to see if this lighter works. Brakes are definitely a little touchy, so we'll check that out as I drive a little bit more, because I'm barely, like right now I'm kind of on them just a little bit soft, and once I get about there, that's where they kind of hit. So a little bit touchy. We might need to adjust the proportioning valve. I'll check it out on this test drive and then go from there. Mileage does read 17,153. This thing definitely sounds nice. Let's see. And the lighter does work. I didn't let it heat all the way up, but I can see that it did start. One thing I can tell you, like I said, this exhaust does sound good on this 396. Speedometer is coming up. It's got me doing about 20-25, which is about accurate. All the other gauges are showing to be working. And again, I can tell you these brakes are super touchy, because I'm not jamming on them anything. I'm really soft with it. It was an early shift, super smooth. I'm gonna say the speedometer is probably not calibrated properly. It's got me doing about 40-45, and I'm pretty sure I'm closer to about 30, but RPMs and everything is reading. Yeah, see, like every time, definitely I'm gonna have them check the proportioning valve just to be on the safe side, because again, the brakes super touchy. Throttle response is good. I'm not jamming into it. She's got adequate power to move. Once I get past this car, we'll check the steering. All right, hands off the steering wheel. She's pulling a little bit to the left, so steering might need to be might need alignment. But when I hit the brakes, though, she's not pulling to either side, and like I said, the drive is super smooth. Suspension feels decent. It's not too soft. Yeah, and see, I don't know if you heard, but it almost sounded like I locked up the rear, and I barely touched the brakes. Again, I'm not getting into them by any means at all. So we'll check out the proportionate valve, because I think that's what that is. It's locking up the rears. She's got adequate power to have fun. Nothing that's going to win you any races. You know, back in '68, 396 wasn't like a super big powered car by any means, but enough to move for sure. Got a feeling it's going to lock the. Nope, just had to be nice and soft. Hit the big dip like we normally do. No issues there. So very solid car. I'm not hearing any shakes or rattles. Windows aren't moving in the doors or anything. So get back, check out the brakes, and go ahead and start it up so we can get the top up. I always like to put the tops up or down with the car started, because using those tops will kill the battery. Got a little toggle switch. Top is in real good condition. Plastic back. Not gonna lock it down since we're not driving anywhere. But like I said, nice black vinyl top. No issues, no rips. Let you guys kind of hear that exhaust a little bit. But like I said, in good condition. We got a little tiny bit of a tear right here. It's on the outside though, not the inside, like right over where the glass is at. But a little bit there, but that was all that I noticed. Otherwise, like I said, she's in great shape. We got the 68 up on the rack. Starting with the front, as you can tell, the bumper is in great condition. I'm not seeing any dents, any pitting, any rust anywhere. It looks super clean. Moving further, I don't see any leaks or anything from the radiator, power steering, or the AC. We got disc brakes up in the front. Rest of the suspension looks pretty stock. You could tell some money was put into the motor and the powertrain itself again. That 396 is clean from the top. Underneath is clean as well. We got long tube headers. And again, you can see there is no leaks or anything from the oil pan or the transmission. Running a 350 underneath. At some point in time, I'm sure the drive shaft was obviously replaced as well. You can just tell it doesn't have like that rusty look to it. Moving down the side, the frames and the pans are solid. Frame appears to be perfectly straight. I don't see any type of weld work, patchwork, or anything like that. And the floors look the exact same as well. Moving on to the driver's side, same thing with the frame and the pans. Super clean car underneath. Looks like we got stock suspension in the back. Doesn't look like anything's been changed. Exhaust does dump over the axles and then finishes out the back. And again, just looking at the pans, trunk pans, the floors, everything super clean. Not sure if the rear end had any work done to it, or they just put on a new diff cover. But you do got a 12-bolt rear end. It looks super clean as well. Coming to the back, again, frame extensions, pans, gas tank, everything is nice and clean. Nothing shows any signs of leaks or any type of corrosion. And then checking out this rear bumper, paint is perfect underneath. We don't see any rock chips or anything. And then when you check out that chrome bumper, again, I'm not seeing any dents, any rust or anything. I'm gonna move down the driver's side. Rear quarter panel looks solid. Wheel well show clean with no rust. We got new tires, raised white letters. Chrome and body looks good. Moving down the side. Again, just a super clean car. Getting down the passenger side. Again, this white shows beautiful. And the body looks, like I said, pretty nice. No imperfections were needed to be pointed out underneath the car or coming down the body. Again, like I said, it's just a beautiful, beautiful representation of a 68. If you're interested in this 68, make sure you give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, I appreciate you watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below.